A challenge for a company like Promethean is to make sure it's got its feet in both camps, the world of education and pedagogy and curriculum and all of those, that world, and the world of technology. You know, they change each other, they impact each other. So we're a technological company. We're always considering what the future of devices and interfaces like this will be. We're involved in research, looking about how people collaborate around interactive surfaces. We're interested in, what the future of computer vision, where computers can actually see you, sense you away from the surface. Obviously think a lot about multi-touch now and the combination of pen and touch. So we attend a lot of research events and things like that. We also engage in research with partners. We have work at universities where we're looking at collaborative tabletop type technologies, or other interesting projects, this one from Europe, iTEC, Innovative Technologies for an Engaging Classroom. It's kind of a big 4-year project. It involves about 14 ministries of education, about 27 partners altogether, universities. And the aim is to kind of develop scenarios for future classroom learning together with the partners, and then deploy them into these pilot schools and see how they perform. Understand which ones go to scale, which ones are successful, revisit these scenarios and test them in different ways. And of course, as a technology company to be involved, this is invaluable. We get to see practices in action. We're not just speculating, we're testing them. This continual concept of feedback into our own development is something I'm closely involved with. So as one of Promethean's education strategy team, our task is to try to make sure our technologies are matching education and meeting the aims of these ministries of education, but also challenging them with new ideas. We can bring things that maybe hadn't existed before, like novel ways to work with your computer or new ways to build software applications, and we can test these with these partner members and get their feedback as well. So Promethean has always got an eye to the future, but I think it's also got an eye to today, making sure what it does is appropriate and effective in classrooms who are facing many, many more challenges than just what's a cool tech to put in my classroom. So I think things like Promethean Planet are also great for us, because not only do we see teachers sharing the things that they think are important, we watch them develop and share practices that we can then learn from. So quite recently we've seen more and more teachers using the whiteboard to communicate with other schools online, collaborate through the internet. There's more and more tools coming online that allow live collaboration. Some of those might be simple things like Skype from one classroom to another, but they can be used in profound and interesting ways. We've had schools in China teaching schools in America each other's language, peer-to-peer, child-to-child, through the whiteboards. It's almost like turning a blackboard into the flight deck of the Enterprise. So there's some really fascinating practices. Some of them about changing how we actually organise the classroom, some of them about how we connect the classroom through the whiteboard to the wider world. So fascinating ideas. We have to kind of absorb them and then build better and new and more improved products. But I think applications, smaller, limited applications that maybe focus on one specific task are quite important. We saw that with the concept mapping application. That solved a problem where the teacher might want to get all the ideas very quickly, organise them into a map and do it. We could see other applications for many other scenarios, communication or designing something or assessment.